Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
How are you, Rabbi?
Hey, hanging in there. How are you?
He's good.
Yes,
Is it okay? He said, yeah.
yes, I did.
Thank you. Who was that masked man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sorry to have to miss that funeral today. Susan and I went to Israel together on pilgrimage in
Right.
1993.
They mentioned
Yes, yes.
They mentioned you.
Right,
but They mentioned
Yeah.
her.
We met when we were 13 in USY.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big crowd.
Yeah, I was able to watch it.
Okay,
And
good,
it was beautiful. It was really very lovely.
good.
See a baseball cap?
No. How's everybody else feeling?
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Good.
Getting in that vacation mode.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
very good, very good.
How you doing, Stan the man?
Hanging in there.
Nice win the other night for the boys.
Yep. What'd the girls do today? Do you know?
No.
They're playing Indiana.
Hey, Audrey.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Audrey.
It's good to see everyone. Nice hat there, Stan.
Thank you.
I don't know when they'll be playing baseball again.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not
shit.
even talking.
Maryland women lost Indiana today.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
That's
It
not
might be the first Big Ten loss in the tournament since they've been in it.
really. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
No, they haven't won it every year.
Have they?
They have not.
They haven't lost the first game, have they?
Oh, first game maybe not. Might be the first time they got beat in the first round.
Yeah.
Hey, Jules and Judy.
Rabbi, your family's well?
Poo, poo, poo.
Good.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about you and Marlene Sandberg also.
Really?
Yeah,
That's why she can't drive Sylvia tomorrow.
yeah, she's not coming tomorrow. She just told me. She texted me like 2 minutes before you did.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's doing better though.
Hopefully her case is mild like mine.
Yeah, that's what she said, just cold.
Yeah.
Should I arrange for an Uber to take Sylvia?
Fran, did you get tested?
Yeah.
It was multiple choice.
The home test yesterday, and then I went for a PCR test and it was positive.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah.
And you got
Aren't you just in
you got
Mexico?
vaccination and you're boosted.
Yeah, I've had everything. Wait, can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fully and boosted.
Is this yours?
Fran, were you just in Mexico?
Last week. Got back Saturday, had a negative COVID test last Friday.
Huh,
So
She had to pass in order to get back into the country.
Right.
Think she cheated.
Yeah, we just got vaccinated. We just got PCRs. I got one yesterday and Jackie got one on Wednesday just before we go. And we both came back negative.
You
Yeah.
going to
Good.
you going to Mexico?
No, Florida. Orlando.
You just did it on your own. It's not mandatory.
No. Just because I've been to all these sporting events and stuff, just to be on the safe side.
Gotcha.
Good Shabbos, all.
Hey, good Shabbos.
Good
Shabbos.
Shabbos.
You want to hear something real funny? I went out and bought a bottle of grape juice this morning.
Yeah,
Couldn't get it open. I had to go next door to the Indian restaurant to get somebody to open the bottle for me.
that's funny.
What was the proof?
No, it's
And if
a,
you want people to see you.
Hi, Charlotte.
Yeah, so there we go. So I'm gonna go.
Hey,
ahead. So this
Charlotte.
year,
Hi, Charlotte.
You look absolutely lovely. And when you're ready, when you feel comfortable, I'll put the video on.
Well, we see the video already.
Here, there, they can see. There you go. Let's see if we can see everyone.
Julian, how close were you to the explosions?
Get it so you can see everyone. Um,
who asked what?
How
there's
close
the-
were you to those explosions in that apartment
Oh,
building?
it's a fair distance away. It's out by Montgomery Hills.
Meeting.
I'm in downtown.
Okay, I got it. I got you.
I don't see where we can. I didn't mean to do that. I want to see
Are
everybody.
you not well?
Who?
You.
I have it. I have the Rona.
I don't see everyone yet. Go on yours too, okay? So don't, there's girl chat, and I'm gonna bring it up on yours too. Go ahead. Cause you're. I just go to the services. Here,
Good to see everyone. It's good to see you, Charlotte.
then we go to recent events.
Hello, everybody.
Good to see you all.
Shabbat shalom.
Gary, Stacy.
Oh, corn.
You may have a better connection. Same with you. There you go.
Okay.
So what happened?
So Rabbi Layman's gonna let you in. So here you
Oh,
go.
I see.
So here.
Hasn't let me in yet.
Got it. So here, this is my iPad. I'm gonna put your iPad there. There we go. And there we've got Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez.
Mute.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're almost ready to start. It's good to see everybody. All right, 6 o'clock. I'm going to mute all. Wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. And well, don't know about you, but I could sure use a restful Shabbat, not just with what's going on in the world, in Ukraine, not just with what happened in Silver Spring yesterday with the apartment building, but also what's going on in Shul with funeral today for Susan Prissman, funeral on Sunday for Leonard Dietz. So a lot going on, and looking forward to a restful, spiritually renewing Shabbat. So we begin on page 14 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, or page 10 in the Lev Shalem. This is actually the last Friday that will go right to Kabbalat Shabbat. Starting next week, we'll have Mincha first, because candlelighting is getting later and later. So, Yedi nefesh avarachaman mishoch avdach eretz רצונך, ירוץ עבדך כמו אייל, ישתחווה מול הדרך, כי ירב לו ידידותך, מנופת צוף וכל טעם, הדור נאה זיו העולם, נפשי חולת אהבתך. אנא אל נא רפא נא לה, בהראות לנועם זיווך, אז תתחזק ותתרפא, והייתה לך שפחת עולם, ותקיימו רחמך וחוסנה על בין אוהבך, כי זה כמה נחשוף לראות בתפארת עוזך. אנא אלי מחמד ליבי, חושה נא ואל תתעלם, יגלה נא ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך. תאיר ארץ מכבודך, נגילה ונשמחה בך, מהר אהוב כי במועד, וכונני כי מעולם. לה 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 La 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 la. For those just joining us, we're now on page 15 in the blue Shabbat Sim Shalom, or page 11 in the red Lev Shalem, or on the Sharei Tefillah website. Just go to the COVID-19 page and scroll down a little bit and click on Friday evening service, or on the worship page, Shabbat Friday evening service, just click on the PDF link that you'll see to follow along. Lechu neranen al Adonai, nari alitzur yishenu, nekadma fanav betodah, bizmirot nari alo, nekadma fanav betodah, bizmirot nari alo. Yagadol Adonai Elohim, Asher b'yado mechkei arves et avarim lo shel Arba'im shana kut b'dor v'omar am to'ei levavim v'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishbati ve'api im yivarun el menuchati. Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz, shiru ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom leyom yeshuato, ספרו בגויים כבודו בכל העמים, נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני, ומהולל מאוד נורא הוא. על כל אלוהים, איי, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד והדר, לפניו עוז ותפארת במקדשו. הבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ. אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, אף תיכון תבל בעל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצייר לפני אדוני, קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ויאמין באמונתו. לי אדוני מלך תגל הארץ, ישמחו עמם ענן ובצדקה. Continue silently on 17 in the blue Sim Shalom, or 15 and 16 in Lev Shalem. Ohave Adonai sin ura, shomer nafshot chasidav, miad reshaim yatzileim, or zaru alat tzadik lishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho, mizmor shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, Kiniflot asa, Hoshia lo yemino, Uzero akodsho, Hodia Adonai Yeshuato, Le'nei hagoyim gilatzid kato, Zachar chasto ve'emunato, Leveit Yisrael ra'u, Cholapsei aretz, Et Yeshuat Eloheinu, Hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz, Pitzchu v'ranenu v'zameru, Zamru l'Adonai bechinor v'kol zimra, v'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, Hariu lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umlo, Tevel v'yoshveva, Neharotim chauchav, Yachad harim yeranenu, Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, Yishpot tevel b'tzedek, Ve'yamim b'meisharim, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Adonai malach igazu amim Yosef kruvim tanu tagretz namitzum gadol. Adonai Eloheinu tani tana seyayita lahem benokem ala lilotam. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. If we can, we rise, page 20 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, page 21 in the red Lev Shalem. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'os, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim, Adonai al Mayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vayeshaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Levanon, Vesirion Kemo Kemoven re'emim, kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yachol el ayalot, vayechesof yarot, uvechalo kulo omer kavod, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lachadodi, 21 and 22 in the Sim Shalom, 23 to 25 in the Lev Shalem. Lechadodi likrakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet ve'litila. Lechadodi likrakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila. Lechadodi likrakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitocha hafecha rav lach shevet v'yei mekabacha v'hu yachamo alayichem la lecha dodi likra kala penei shabbat nekabela hidna arim me'afar kumi livshi bigdei Tifartecha mi al yad ben Yishai beit alach mi karva el nafshi geala lecha dodi likra kala penei shabbat nekabela hitoreri kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai Alayich nigla lecha dodi likra kala penei shabbat nekabela lo tevoshi velo tikal mima tishtochachi umatehemi bach yechasu aniyei ami venivneta ir altila lecha dodi likra kala Penei Shabbat nekabela v'hayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol mevalayich yasisalayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala lecha dodi likra kala Penei Shabbat nekabela yaminu smol Tifrotzi v'yet Adonai taritzi al yadish ben partzi v'nismecha v'nagila lecha dodi likra kala penei shabbat nekabela Toi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha u'v'tzohala toch emunek Am segula boichala lecha dodi likra kala penei shabbat nekabela. We continue now in the blue Sim Shalom on page 23, in the red Lev Shalem 27 and 28. Mizmor shir liyom haShabbat tov lehodot ladonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon elyon lehagid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel Malay higayon bechinor mizmor shir liyom haShabbat tov lehodot ladonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon Yismachtam yadai before lecha mosedecha anein madosarane Adonai, Adonai, do your part of the way of them. Sadika kama yifraka was on spells for the Oh, dear Nuvun Beseva, the Shemim Verananim, Yiyu Lehagid, Ki Ashar Adonai, Suri Velo Avlatabo. Adonai Malach Kilavei Shalei Shalei Osil Zoltan Ozel Batim Nisulaton. Eidotecha nemnu meod Leveit Chanav HaKodesh Adonai leorech yamim Lalai lai lai Lalai lai lai La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mourners and those observing Yartzeit rise for Kaddish, found on page 24 in Sim Shalom, page 30 in Lev Shalem. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalman Divrach, Yirutei V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachon of Yomecho, Niv'chayeh D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Izman Kariv V'imru Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Ome'ol Maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu v'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So we turn now, I'm not sure that it's available on the PDF if you're following along on the website, but those of you who have the prayer book in front of you, we turn ahead in our study of Pirkei Avot. So I see that someone has their hand raised in the icon. I'm not going to interrupt for that. If you know how to use the chat, you can chat your question to me, and I'll read the chat privately. Otherwise, I'm not going to unmute you to ask the question. We're on 267 in the Sim Shalom, or 247 in the Lev Shalem, the very last Mishnah on the page. And I apologize if for some people this will be the first time hearing a lesson from Pirkei Avot because it's bizarre, this particular one. But I'll quickly, you'll quickly see how it's possibly an important Mishnah, but it's just weird. So Rabbi Elazar Chisma Omer. So we're number 23 on the bottom of 267 in the blue Sim Shalom, or the bottom of 247 in Lev Shalem. So Eliezer Chisma, Rabbi Eliezer Chisma used to say, Kinin ufitchei nida, hein gufei halachot. The laws relating to sacrifices of birds, okay, not so weird, but the next line is, and to the calculation of menstrual days are the essentials of halacha. Okay, not going to explain anything about that. Just to know what do sacrifices of birds and the other calculation have to do with the essentials of Jewish law, or what's most important about Judaism. If someone would argue today what the most important things about being Jewish are, one might argue Shabbat, one might argue keeping kosher, one might argue a connection to the land of Israel, or giving charity, being an advocate for social justice. These are the essentials of Jewish law, the essentials of what it means to be Jewish. These two things. So in context, in the time of the rabbis, and perhaps Elazar Chisma was living at the time when the temple was still standing. In the time when the temple was still standing, sacrifices were brought to the temple in Jerusalem. And therefore, the most common sacrifice would be the sacrifice of birds. That's something that almost everybody in the community could afford, as opposed to the wealthy being able to bring an animal, and even the more poor than that, bringing a handful of grain. Even the poor could afford to bring a bird. And so if you're able to bring a bird to offer to the temple in Jerusalem, then you have to know how you're doing that and what kind of bird to offer, etc. So this is an equalizer within the community, being able to bring your offering to the temple to be part of the community of those who are worshiping in the temple. The other calculation are the essentials for marital relationship, and that is important because if one miscalculates, one would then be violating an element of Jewish law, because we're not supposed to become impure, even by accident. And a miscalculation of this sort would cause impurity within the family. And so family dynamics are important, and worshiping with the community is important. And that's why those two, which seem bizarre to us today to choose these two, are really essential elements. Worshiping with the community and peace and purity within our home make for a happy and spiritually satisfied person. And the last line, tekufot v'gematriot parparaot l'chochma. The study of equinoxes, like when does a season end based on the cycle of the moon, and mathematical calculations constitute peripheral knowledge, right? So knowing when the new month begins and what that is in relationship to when the new season starts, and then knowing how to do the calculations with each Hebrew letter equals a different number, and being able to come up with calculations like that. Those are interesting, Rabbi Eliezer Chisma says, but it's not essential. The first two are essential. Worship with community, family, those are essential to what it means to be Jewish. Any questions or comments about that? So we continue. Those in mourning and those observing Yartzeit, turn back to page 27 in the Sim Shalom, or page 38 in the Lev Shalem for the special Kaddish, Kaddish D'Rabbanan. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayed achol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'me'ol maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Al Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Tamidehon, v'al kol Tamidehon, v'al kol man doskin b'oraita, v'yatra hadein v'divachol atar v'atar. Yehei lahon u'lachon shlama rabbah, China v'chista v'rachamin, v'chayin arichin v'mezona revicha, u'forkana min kadam mavuhon divishmaya v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav u'brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise as we continue, page 28 in Sim Shalom, 39 in Lev Shalem. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach leolam va'ed. May be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim melech haolam, shebivar ma'ariv aravim b'chokmah shev. Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, ma'avdil ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzvot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed, baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha avta, Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta, al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu v'yorech yameinu u'vahem negeh yomam v'layla Yomam v'layla. Li'avatcha al tasir mimenu li'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Shalom. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chetavtam Al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha behayam shmo tishmo zatayo shem hayom. For those who just joined, we continue silently 30 and 31 in Sim Shalom, 42 in Lev Shalem. Adonai Elohechem emet v'emuna kol zot v'kayam aleinu k'adon Elohim Elohim Shalom Alef Olam Yisraelu Shalom U'malchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael achanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nara tehilot osef eleh malchutcha ra'u v'necha Bokayam lifnei Moshe, Zeli anu v'yamru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed, v'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Sherry Cohen has a yard site tonight and tomorrow for her mother, and I asked her to read the English translation of Hashkivenu on page 33 in Sim Shalom or 45 in Lev Shalem to read that in memory of her mother. Go ahead, Sherry.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Thanks, Sherry, and may your mother's memory always be a source of blessing and comfort to you. U'shmor tzeiteinu v'oeinu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'yad olam u'fros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai ha'porei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Next page, we rise if we can V'shamiru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat Ledorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlif malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv v'yimeru amen yeshmei rabba mevorach Le'olam lo me'omayayi Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran b'alma v'yimeru amen. We read the Amida 35 to 38 in the Sim Shalom, 47 to 52 in Lev Shalem. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue on page 47 in Sim Shalom or 53 in Lev Shalem. Vayechulu hashamayim ba'aretz v'chol tzva'am v'echal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa v'yishpot b'yom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa v'yivarech Elohim in yom hashvi'i v'yikadesh oto kivo shavad mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz, Magen Avot b'Dvaro, Mechaye Meitim b'Mamaro, Ha'el Hakadosh she'en kamohu, Hameniach le'amo, B'Yom Shabbat Kodsho. Ivam ratza lehaniach lahem. Ivam ratza lehaniach lahem. לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מעון הברכות. אל ההודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שבי, ומניח בקדושה, לעמד ושני עונג, זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו ולאבותינו רצווינו חטאינו, קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך, סבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעבדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך, ויאנוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. יתקדש ויקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחיי יכון ויומכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמי. יתברך וישבח ויפאר ויטומא וינשא, וידע ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילא מכל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלחון וברכות בכל ישראל, קדם אבון דבשמיא ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא בחיים עלינו על כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו amen. Julian Liebman has yahrzeit the beginning of the week for his uncle, and I asked him to lead us in Kiddush, which is found on page 49 in Sim Shalom, 55 in Lev Shalem. Julian, unmute yourself. There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav banu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit. Ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim, ki vanu bacharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, B'ahavat uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Julian, thank you for leading us in Kiddush. We remain standing for Aleinu 51 in Sim Shalom, 56 and 57 in Lev Shalem. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tei gedula le'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נותן שמיים של הארץ ויושב איתו בשמיים למעלה על כן נקבל לפנינו זכר כי המלכות שלך היא עולם מעטים לך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Mourner's Kaddish, יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקדושה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. Before we conclude, just a couple of quick announcements. Thanks to Sherry and Julian for participating in the service this evening. Tomorrow morning, the service is at 9:30 in person on Zoom or watching from the sanctuary. And tomorrow evening, we have Shabbos is over just a little bit after 6:45. So at 6:50 will be the evening service in Havdalah, and that'll be followed by on the very same link. So just stay on or log in for a discussion of the movie, the Israeli movie Shoelaces, about a father and son who has intellectual disabilities, and how they reunited and are living together again. So a fascinating movie. Kind of along the lines of there's a series that came out this year called As We See It, which is about 3 people with intellectual disabilities who live together in an apartment and with a life coach. So it's interesting questions about how people with intellectual disabilities function in society, relate to their family, and relate to other people. So that we're not showing the movie, we're having a discussion about the movie after Havdalah tomorrow evening. Sunday morning, 8:45 is the morning minyan in person or on Zoom. Adult education classes had to be canceled because of a funeral that I will be conducting for a longtime member of the synagogue, Leonard Dietz. Leonard Dietz passed away a couple of days ago. Funeral is graveside at Judean Gardens on Sunday. Our condolences to the entire Torchinsky family and Prisman family on the passing of Susan Prisman. Funeral was today. Shiva will be at the synagogue from 3 in the afternoon till 8 in the evening, Sunday through Wednesday. Other announcements are on the Shabbat sheet, several pages of announcements there of Gan Katan. I remember, the Women's Rosh Chodesh group is canceled for Sunday because Susan's brother came down ill and she has to go to New York to help out there. So lots of things going on in Susan Rubenstein's family. So she hopes April 3rd to be able to have the Women's Rosh Chodesh group again. We conclude the service with Yigdal 53 in Sim Shalom or 62 in Lev Shalem. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimsa v'yeinei tel mitziuto echad v'yein yachid ke'yichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon v'ein reshit l'reshito. Hino Adon olam v'chol notzar. Yoreh gedulato u'malchuto. Shefan v'uato netano. Elan shesegulato v'tifarto. Lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od. Naviu ma'abit et emunato. Torat emet natan le'amoel. Al yad nevi'o neman beito. Lo yachal Yifael ve'lo yamir dato. Le'olamim lezulato. Sofer v'yodea setarenu. Mabit l'sof davar bekadmato. Gomer ish chesed kemifalo. Noten l'rasha ra kirishato. Yishlach l'ketz yamin meshichenu. Lifdod mechake ketz yeshuato. Meitim yachayel berov chasto. Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Meitim yachayel berov chasto. Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom. I hope it's a restful and peaceful and healthy Shabbat for everybody.
Oh,
Thank you.
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, everyone.
It's great to see you, Charlotte.
Nice
And Danny
Hi,
and
Charlotte.
Jackie
Great to
Ben
meet
have
you.
a great vacation in Florida. Looking forward to see you when you come back.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you,
Shabbat
Rabbi.
shalom, everybody.
Oh, you'll do it yourself.